Hi guys, it is Veronica Blossom here again with another video. This video is me finally announcing a new song. This is my first new song announcement. I am announcing a song I wrote more recently. It's not too newly written now. I wrote it a little over a month ago, but it is one of my more recent songs that I've been meaning to do an announcement video on. All titles of new songs will be in this bag, so let's look in this bag and see what the title to today's announced song is. Ready? Oh, interesting. The song I'm announcing today is called Capricorn Lady. I know. Fun title, huh? So yes, the song is called Capricorn Lady. I wrote it on a day I came home from work. I wrote it about a rough customer I got that day, who really upset me and got me into tears. So this woman comes to the counter and I started ringing her up for her items, and one of her items actually came up age restricted, so I had to put her date of birth and type her date of birth into the register. So I asked her for her date of birth and she told me what it was as I was typing it in, and she had the same birthday as my brother, except her and my brother were born different years. I'm not going to state the exact direct year because I don't know if that will be a privacy issue, but I will tell you that it was somewhere in the 50s, but I won't say exactly where in the 50s. You'll just have to guess for yourself. But yeah, she had the same birthday as my brother, but she was born somewhere in the 50s, and my brother was born on that day somewhere in the 2000s. Again, I won't state exactly where in the 2000s. So I was like, hey, you have the same birthday as my brother, except he was born in 2000 something. And she goes, well, she took it the wrong way. She took it like I was calling her old or trying to compare her to somebody younger to insult her or something. And so she goes, well, thank you for pointing out that I'm like 100 years older. And I was like, I wasn't sure if she was joking or what, but I started telling her that I didn't mean it like that, and I didn't mean to offend her, and she goes, you just insulted me. And I was like, I wasn't trying to insult you. And she goes, but you did. She gave me an example of what she thought I was saying, and she tells me, you have the same birthday as my daughter, but she's only 16. And I was like, how do you know when my birthday is? And she goes, I don't, but I'm just giving you an example. I told her that I was not trying to say that. I did not mean it like that. And all I was saying was that my brother was born on the same day as her, but just a different year. That's all I was saying. I was just saying when he was born. And I kept telling her, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't mean it like that. But she was still I guess offended, because she was shouting a little, and she was just getting so offended, defensive, and confrontational about it. And I guess I was standing there with her items because I was stunned. I didn't know what to do. And so there was a point where she goes, just ring it up. And as I'm ringing it up, she says something like, I say what I mean. And she started telling me something she started saying something like, when I feel insulted or threatened, I basically trying to say that she'll that she'll like say something if she feels offended or something, and she was like, I'm a Capricorn. Like, she was pointing out that she was a Capricorn, and she also pointed out that she was a teacher. But I kept telling her that I didn't mean to offend her. I did not mean it like that. And I even one time said, there's no need to be so angry. And she goes, I'm not angry. And like, she was saying she was not angry or offended, but she was shouting a little bit. Like, obviously she was angry and offended. But there was also a point where she was like, don't go home and like cry yourself to sleep or whatever. Don't go home and like dwell on it, like telling me not to feel bad. But like, I mean, yeah, I was feeling bad. I was feeling really upset because I felt that she was being so rude. And so like at the end of the transaction, something finally came over me to where I say, I would appreciate it if you would not be so aggressive and rude. And her response was, well, when I feel like I'm being insulted or someone's being rude to me, you're going to get rude back. And she leaves, and there was this empty sanitizer bottle on the counter because we keep sanitizer there for like the employees to put on their hands. So when she leaves the building, what I do is I slap the empty sanitizer bottle onto the floor behind the counter where I was, because I was so angry. Like, my temper was like, the loss of my temper was like building up, and I just tried to go back to the task I was doing before I rung the woman up for her items, but I went to tears. I finally, like, tears started coming out of my eyes. I started crying while trying to do the work. I'm not even sure if I could even finish the task because I was so distraught and upset, and my feelings were so hurt. I was like crying. I was like broken up. And like, the manager who was on duty for the night goes to the goes and asks me to go and tells me, you can go on your break or something. I told her I got a rough customer, and she goes, yeah, these are the people who never had to work a customer service job in their lives. I get the crazies all the time. And I went on my break. I think I like cried on my break too. I don't remember if I was trying to play this like sort of stress relief game that I have on my tablet while doing it, but I was crying, and even after my break, I was still pretty upset. And it turns out, and towards the end, it turned out that the manager actually heard the woman shouting from way more back towards the back of the place where she was working on something, but she heard her, and because even though she was in the front and I was in the front ringing her up, she said she heard her, but she didn't hear exactly everything she said, but she did hear me telling her, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, and she heard the part where she goes, don't go home and cry yourself to sleep. And the manager tells me, like, she's trying to seem like she's being nice, but like she really did not condone, like she did not agree with the way she was acting. But I was really upset. I have never felt so angry and violent and hateful about a customer in my entire life before that. I was so upset. Like, these were scary feelings. I was enraged. So when I got home, I took these outraged feelings and used them to write the song Capricorn Lady. And so there you go. That's how you got it. But before you hear the sneak peek of the song, just in case the woman ever finds this video or watches it, she probably won't, but in case she does, I do want to say some things to her. So, Capricorn woman, if you are watching this, I want you to know that you overreacted. You really upset me. You ruined my night. I was already going through a sort of tizzy that I will not get into, but you added to it. You made me feel really upset. You hurt my feelings. That day when I pointed out my brother's birthday and your birthday, I was not calling you old. I was not trying to point out how much I was not trying to point out that you're anything. It was nothing against you. I wasn't trying to assault you. I wasn't calling you old. All I was saying was that my brother had the same birthday as you, but just a different year. But you took it the wrong way, and you made a scene. You made a scene. You made me feel bad. You ruined my night. You really upset me. It was out of line, really. It was out of line. You see, when I'm at work, I value my customers. I dedicate myself to my customers when I'm at work. I love my customers and I care about my customers and I want to make them happy and give them what they want. I would never intentionally insult a customer at my job. In fact, for months of working that place, for the whole time before that interaction with you, for all those months working there, I had the mindset of the customer is always right. The customer can do whatever they want. Whenever a customer apologize for anything they might consider a small inconvenience, I would tell them, "Oh no, don't apologize. The customer is always right." Or, "You're the customer. You can do whatever you want." I would keep this mindset in my head that the customer can act however they want to act and they can treat me however they want because the customer is always right. I tried to keep that saying in mind. But you really woke me up. So yeah, you woke me up to the reality and what the saying really means. So now I know that the customer is not always right in that area. The customer is always right when it comes to what they like, not when it comes to how they behave or how they treat the employees. Just like we employees should not treat you any negative way. Like I said, I value my customers. I'm a people person, and when I'm at work, I am happy to make my customers happy. I want to make my customers happy, and it makes my day when I make their day. I'll go above and beyond for a customer that walks in the place I work at. So I never meant to insult you. I was just being friendly and pointing out a coincidence with a little difference in it. So, you can think whatever you want about me. You can think whatever you want about what I said. But just know that it's a misunderstanding, and I don't appreciate your response. You really just assumed and didn't even ask me what I meant. You could have said "Are you pointing out that I'm 100 years older?" And I would have told you, "No, I'm not saying that at all." But you just assumed that I did mean it that way, and you got defensive and shouted at me. So now, and what you did not know is that you are messing with a person who likes to make art. Oh, and also, something I forgot. Ma'am, you may be a Capricorn, but I'm a Taurus. I am temperamental and stubborn. I am a bull. And if you mess with the bull, you're gonna get the horns. So, this song that I wrote about you, that is my pair of horns. If you treat me terribly, I am going to write a song about it, and you are not going to like it. So, I don't know your name, but even if I did, I'm not going to say your name. Again, I don't want to be putting out personal stuff out there, but I'm just trying to indirectly call you out. There's a saying that goes, the feather proofs mightier than the sword. So this is how I get my revenge. Instead of any sort of vandalism or violence, I get my revenge by writing songs. So, yeah. I do wish for the best for you. I don't want to wish any ill will on you. I don't want to wish anything bad to happen to you. I hope whatever problems you may have, I hope you resolve them and things get better in your life. But taking things out on me, on a person who you don't even know, is not going to resolve anything. It's just going to gain you a new enemy, which you did. So, yes, you just got owned. You just got owned. So yeah, to the rest of my viewers, here's a sneak peek to this song, and I hope you enjoy it. Ready? Here we go. Capricorn lady, I wonder if you like a full moon at night. Capricorn lady, horns like a devil, come out to light. Make me cry in the early night, make me wanna curl up and hide in fright. At least you woke me up to the facade of who is right. I hope the scariest monster is under your bed tonight. 'Cause look what you made me do. You made me lose my cool. You made me break my own rules. You took offense to the invisible. You're afraid of the air. Well, guess what? I don't care if it gives you nightmares. I'm the phobia that wants you scared. Think next time before you tear. Think next time before you tear a girl apart. Thank you for watching and listening, guys. I really hope I did not sound too mean or harsh or stoop to a bad level when I was talking about the woman that this song's about. I hope I was not doing anything completely wrong. I hope I did not sound too bad, but if I did, I am so sorry, and I will take down this video right away if this is not making me look good. But if I did not sound too bad, then by all means, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And thank you again for watching and listening. And remember, new song Capricorn Lady coming to my channel soon. See ya!